Hi everybody, Donna from Donna'sDreamWorks.blogspot.com, and it's ready, set, go for Christmas. Today we're going to make a card that's a little bit more labor intense and probably not one you'll make en masse for lots of people, but it is fun to make something a little bit different once in a while, and you do have some special folks that you want to send cards to. So let's get started. This might take a little bit of time. I'm starting with a red card base, A2 size, and I'm going to be using it portrait style. I then have a white mat that I have cut in ½ inch shorter, smaller, so that is 5 by 3 3/4 to make a nice border. Okay, and I'm going to adhere that down right now because we don't need to have that up. Get that on. Okay. And then I have a red mat that's going next, and it's not going to be just a mat, so I'm going to do a few things to it. First, I'm going to round the top corners with my corner rounder on the ½ inch side. Okay. Then I have some little squares that I cut from George and Basic Shapes. The larger one is 1 inch. Oh, this mat is actually 3½ by 4 3/4 to start with. And these are 1 inch, and the little teeny ones are ½ inch. I'm going to go around the edges of them with some vintage photo. And the reason is I want to make a little bit of a contrast, or maybe a little bit of a shadow. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take this and line it up on my craft sheet and use, let me think, what will I use on this? I think just a little glue runner. And I'm going to try and place these pretty even with each other. Anybody got any ideas yet what this is? I'm not telling. Hopefully you'll be able to figure it out when I finish, but then you never know. You could still be wondering. And these are little teenies. I actually think I might use a little glue stick on those. I'm not getting enough with that runner because they're so small. That's better. Alright, so we finished that. Now we're going to attach that to the white mat, that we've already put on. Whoops, that didn't stop very well, did it? Let's pull that one right off and try again. Get that piece off. I hate it when it's all stuck to me instead of the card. See if I can get that on fairly straight. Okay, now I have a couple of little pieces of gold. One is a strip and one is just a punch I made with my punch, regular office punch, nothing special. I'm going to put those on. I think I can get it with my finger. I have these 4 by 6 cards in gold and silver that I've had for quite a while, And I was originally using my gold leafing pen, but it ran out, so I remembered I had this paper, and I thought, well, this will work. Okay. And the next thing we have are some topiary trees, and these were cut from the Bloom Cartridge, and they were cut at 4 inches. And the tree I cut with a pattern paper from last year's DCWV stack, and because it's really pretty and it gives a little more character to the topiary as opposed to having it just plain green. I think they're pretty trees. I saw these when I first got the cartridge, and I was thinking ahead that they'd be cute for Christmas. And they have a little red pot on the bottom. And I used white for the background because it really isn't going to make a difference. It's not going to show. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to pop it up on some pop dots or fun foam. Yeah, let's see, another one. Okay, one more. And we're going to set that right about here. Okay, let's do that again. Got the tree. Oh, that one has a little tear in it. I've got extras. Actually, they don't have tears in them. They have holes that sometimes pop out because they were made to have the little red dots put all over them. But the little red dots are so small that I decided not to use them. And I'm just going to use a little gold stickles for the decorations, and it looks pretty good. Okay, we'll get this one popped up. And if we can get this paper off. This is my fun foam that I put through my Xyron machine and made my own little pop dots. It works really well. I cut them up ahead of time because usually I cut them and they go flying all over the desk, and then it takes me 10 minutes to find the pieces. This, I mentioned, this was cut at 4. And we'll put that over here. Like so. Okay, now I have some, one more thing. This is a frame from the same cartridge, and it's a cute frame. It looks like a wreath, so guess what? That's what it's going to be. And I cut that out at 1 inch. And hopefully, I didn't bring out my glue mat, and hopefully I don't get it all over this. Okay, there you go. Beginning to get an idea of what this is. Okay, I'm going to take some glue dots, and I'm going to roll them off the paper. Oops, didn't intend to roll it on my thumb then, because I need to get them narrower. I have these little teeny bows that I made. Whoops, little teeny still stuck to me. There you go. And we're going to put one on each of the topiary trees. and one on the wreath. Okay, now I'm going to take some stickles and give us a little bit of interest on the trees, make some shiny ornaments. And some small ones right around the frame of the wreath. Okay, one last thing to add a little bit more to this card is I'm going to take some of my Eileen's Tacky Glue, and I need a piece of scratch paper. Hold on. A little piece of cardstock will do. What I'm going to do, I don't know if I can get it on without using a toothpick. I'll give it a try. Let me just get it going here. Because the top is cut a little bit too wide, well, I think I can do it this way. We're just going to make a little bit of a glue line here, and here, here, and here, maybe a little here, on both of the pots. And we're going to use some white Flour Soft and make it look like we've got some snow. And you just sprinkle it on, and I like to tap it down a little bit, not hard, just to make sure it sticks, and then knock the rest of it off. And we'll do the rest of this down in this one. And you get it stuck in a few places, but it will come off if it doesn't have glue underneath it. Okay. And I forgot that Flour Soft is not the easiest thing to work with your fan going, but then I'm always having that same problem, aren't I? And you know, it has stuck to the tree too, because I remember when I did the first one, I hit these stickles, so we'll just make another little blob here. That's okay. The more sparkles on the tree doesn't hurt. When I did this before, I put the stickles on last, but so if I would suggest you do that because you're picking the card up. But there you go. There's a cute little card that looks like a door with your topiary trees. And here's one I made earlier. And we have just one thing left to do, I can see. And that's to put our Happy Holidays on. I'm just using some black stays on. And we're going to put it right in the middle. Happy Holidays. So there you go. Here's some Christmas cards, a little bit more labor intensive than some of the other ones we've made, but still fun. Fun to play with the cards and the paper and all the sparkles and the ribbons. Try some of your Flour Soft. It really, at Christmas time, I love it. It really does a nice job at looking like snow. I know they have this flocking powder also, but I don't have that, and the Flour Soft works great. Okay, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you later with a haul video. Have fun. Play nice.